I think you take lessons from any game that you play, and we always compare it back to, when we review a game, we compare it back to how we want to play in any game, our idea. Compare it back to what the game plan might have been, and there's always something a game throws up that you learn from, and that's not just Sunday's game against Spurs. That will be tomorrow's game against Man City, and so on. And that's how we like to look back at the game and take out of it what will help us, and also have the mindset of seeing what you've done well, but equally important, seeing what you could do better. And in all of the games we've played so far, there's both of them things have happened. So there was loads of good things from the performance at Spurs, but we lost, and we have to bear that in mind. We don't just want to get maybe a little bit of praise for playing well. We want to get praise for playing well and winning, because winning's the most important thing. So we keep going with that process of looking back at games, but with the idea of getting ready for the next one to be the best we can be. Obviously, two really, really good teams, high-class teams with great players, great pedigree, but very different in the way they play. So with that in mind, I think it will be a different game. Obviously, we were home on the weekend, we're away tomorrow. That obviously has an impact a lot of the time. So listen, we're really looking forward to going to Man City. It's obviously one of the biggest challenges in world club football. There's no doubt about that. But this is why we want to be in the Premier League. This is what we wanted to be part of, and we have to go there, hopefully with the right plan. But then, supporting the players to go and deliver as best they can on the night. And if we do that, we can give a good account of ourselves. We're aiming to be the best version of us. And if we can reach that, focus on ourselves, let's see where it goes. Yeah, I mean, Harry Kane on Sunday, Haaland, tomorrow, two world-class strikers and goal scorers, and yeah. But I go back to this is why you want to be in this league, because you're coming up against, so many occasions the best players in the world, and City don't just have Haaland; they have a number of players that could be in that category. So, but I go back to, let's focus on ourselves. Let's remind ourselves that this is what we wanted. This is why we worked as hard as we did last season and throughout our careers, to be part of this brilliant league. But at the same time, backing ourselves to be as good as we can be, and that'll be no different tomorrow. Like I said, and that's why we've got to really believe in ourselves. We've really got to back ourselves. We've got to try and understand the plan that we want to have in place, which will be inclusive of us being us in any game that we play, or trying to be us. And because we believe that can make a difference in any game that we play. But you have to go. Like I said, you have to go into these games thinking that you can succeed, and that's what we'll be aiming to do. Albeit one of the toughest challenges you come up against. No, not in terms of availability. We were as we were before the Spurs game. So it's obviously going to be a busy week with 3 games in the week, bit of a championship week really. We're looking forward to it. No, it's not serious. It's a hamstring injury that's still a bit inconclusive of when he will come back, but it's more days and weeks rather than any longer than that. So we've got to be a little bit careful, obviously, with it being a hamstring. But I saw him out on the grass yesterday, running. So that's obviously a step forward with the physios, not with us. But that's a step forward in his recovery. So we'll see where we're at with the end of the week on it. And the sooner he can be back available, obviously, the better for us. I think all of these Premier League games are occasions. You look at the atmosphere in our stadium and on the weekend, and it was incredible, really. So and Goodison the week before was a brilliant atmosphere as well. So I think all of these games are like real events now and occasions, as you put it. So that's something that maybe we are starting to get accustomed to. I hope so, because that obviously won't change. But then, like you said, what you got to do then is remember there is a game of football in the atmosphere and in the stadium, and try and give the players the best opportunity to be at our best. And really, really tough game tomorrow, right up there with the toughest, but one we're looking forward to.